All right. I thought that helps me a little bit of like getting through the last three. Another author without an office page. 3 in a row now, I believe. Yeah. AFX Neuromancer. That's the author's name. You got this, thank you. And the author wrote Puppet Master. Interesting. We already had like the pediatric puppet phobia, which had puppets in it as well. Now we got another one that has to do with puppets. Well, let's see how this one goes, eh? Because Euclid are technically third. Because one was like neutralized, but it was considered Euclid. Special containment procedures. SCP-2657 is to be contained within a soundproofed arthropod containment cell. All surfaces are to be reinforced with 1.5 centimeter steel plating. Climate control is to be set to standard temperature with corresponding environment to replicate a temperate broadleaf and mixed forest ecoregion similar to that of the New England Arcadian forests. Illumination levels are to be maintained at approximately 10 FTCD or 100 lux. During cleaning or possible containment breach scenario, illumination is to be increased to 1000 FTCD or 11,000 lux. Once per month, 2D class personnel employee numbers once per month, 2D class personnel employee numbers selected randomly by a side lottery program are designated for removal of waste, lures, excess silk, etc. for sale. Okay. Description: SCP-2657 is an arachnid closely resembling a member of the Arachnidae family or breathing spiders. So this is the puppet master because the arachnids have like, you know, strings. They can control you if they wanted to. SCP-2657 has a legal span of 2.7 meters, a body length of 0.9 meters, and weighs 28.4 kilograms. The critical chitin covering its cephalothorax is black with silver stratons that extend throughout the leg segments. There is silver and yellow mottling along the eyes, pedipalps, and abdomen. Well then, I think I'm heading to bed since I got to work tomorrow and my eyelids are getting heavy. But it was fun with your stream, but take care, and I will join the next stream. Bye bye. AfroFluff, take care as well, Steph. You take care, sleep well. The F was with you and wishes you a good night. I will see if I don't collapse on stream. SCP-2657 has a pair of jackknife jellycarrier that are capable of delivering a potent neuromuscular blocking venom. After injection of the venom, SCP-2657 further immobilizes its prey with swathing bands, and over the next 1 to 12 hours will saturate its prey with digestive enzymes. Once organic material dissolves into a semi-consumable state, SCP-2657 further breaks the material down with chelicerae and pedipalps and ingests the resulting soup. If necessary, SCP-2657 will continue to administer venom during this consumption period. Injection and length of consumption vary depending on size, health, and temperament of pabulum. SCP-2657 utilizes several hunting strategies, including silk bolas and web traps. The most common hunting strategy is vocal mimicry of intended prey coupled with a lure. SCP-2657 can imitate a variety of animals, including human speech pattern in the English language. Dissections and vivisections of the spawn of SCP-2657 have revealed no manner of articulation or other anatomical features capable of producing such vocalizations. The presence of book lungs further supports an anomalous origin. The corresponding lure is manufactured by SCP-2657 out of silk and available detectors, and typically forms a simulacrum of the species being vocally imitated. Oh shit. In order to attract prey, SCP-2657 will seal itself while manipulating the lure via silk threads and engage in vocal mimicry. So it literally is creating a puppet, pretend to be in distress so that you will be like, what's going on? What's happening here? Oh my god, are you okay? And then the next thing you know, the spider just like grabs you. The most common lure produced is that of a distressed human child approximately 6 years of age. Of course it is. Of course it is. Nobody's gonna think a 6-year-old child is dangerous. In the world of SCP though, you gotta be cautious. This hunting behavior has only been observed at night or during low light conditions. Approximately FTCD 0.1. SCP-2657 has failed all sapient testings. Okay, and then 1619212A. Oh no, creepy kids. Yeah, you know it. That's one thing. That especially in horror games, it's like once a child is involved, you're like, oh shit. Oh no, please. Anything but a child. Like that one line where like it's like there's one thing worse than a rapist. Boom. A child. No. And I work with kids, so I have such a soft spot. Yeah, you fall for this. You would fall for this. Like, you'll be in the middle of the forest, and you see this like random kid that's like just going, and you'd be like, what's wrong, child? What's going on? And in the meantime, the spider above you's like, yes, you have fallen for it. Excerpt of interview 1619212A regarding the capture of SCP-2657 in Redacted. Interviewed Captain Andrew Baker, COMTF Edo 7, Kiwi Crawlies. Of course, it's them. Makes sense, it is a spider, so. Researcher Isaac the Four. I'd fold immediately. Yep. I'll probably like would see that child. Like, I'll be like, oh no, a child crying. Wait. We're in the middle of the forest at night. Why the fuck is there a 6-year-old here? Although to be fair, I would not be in the forest at night time myself. I would not be there. But for the sake of the joke, I would be like, this seems odd. Begin log 0651 EST 7th 10th 2016. By the way, speaking of forest and being odd, I have to talk to you about something because like it's a TikTok I saw, and I discussed this on the stream once before, many months ago. But I do want to know your opinion. You know what? I'm not going anywhere at night. My alive and happy self is at home. Yeah, that's exactly how I think. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Captain Baker. We tried to skip through the sewers to a factory on the edge of town. We established a perimeter about half a click out. The factory had been abandoned 10-20 years. There wasn't even a front door to place anymore. I ordered an aerial drone inside for recon. And what did you find? Nothing unusual at first. It was pretty dark. Broken beer bottles, fast food containers, a sewn mattress, a bindle stick. And what would you expect? Maybe 30 feet into the factory I had switched to thermal and night vision and it was so dark. That's when we saw them. The parties. Scattered along the factory floor. 3 of them. That's a kid. Looks like they've been shrink-wrapped. Had there been any recent reports of missing persons? Nobody been reported missing in town except for the little girl. Oh god. Rachel disappeared from on approximately. It was presumed by local authorities that she had fallen and drowned in, though her body has not yet been recovered. We're still reviving the data. None of this has been confirmed, but there seems to have been a coinciding spike in missing pets recently. The rat population is non-existent in the downtown area. How didn't we catch that? I thought we flagged that sort of thing. Sure, it's an alert trigger, but you've got to keep it in mind this isn't Boston or New York. It's not really a city, and most of the surrounding area is rural, and rat population are notoriously fluid. The colony can cease over the course of a single year. That, combined with the human nature, we tend not to report the absence of a rat, cause us to miss it. And the bodies? There's a commercial train yard a short walk from the factory. My guess is that they all come back as transients? Why was it so dark inside? I thought the final stages of capture took place yesterday afternoon. Yeah, it was around 13 on the local. But all the factory windows, those steel casements you only see nowadays in old mills, they convert into condos and lofts, were covered in webbing. There was no glass, but just the frames. And so there was a draft in these web curtains. I guess you could call them. Were moving in and out, like the whole building was weaving. A strong wind came, the webs would billow and snap. It was like being on a sailboat. Can you describe the web architecture? It just looked like sheets billowing on a clothesline. No real pattern, like cobwebs. As the drone moved further into the factory, we found a pile of puppets on the floor. Like the one in the... Can you please clarify puppets? You mean the lures, correct? Yeah, the lures. They were different animals, mostly dogs and cats, and I think I saw a frog and a bird too. Some of them you couldn't tell what they were supposed to be, but you could see the evolution as the skip kept practicing. It was getting better. You believe the specimen was practicing, learning through trial and error. It was obvious. Initial designs were crude, something your kid would bring home from school, and you could tell that they were older because they were on the bottom of the pile and dirtier. The higher you went, the better the puppet. The higher you went, the better the puppets you got. This one more like an animal balloon. This one's paper mache. You could actually see the progression, like strata in a rock. On the top layer were the humans, these child-sized marionettes. The most realistic even had hair and eyes and bits of clothing. They looked like patchwork Frankenstein dolls. Beyond the dolls at the rear of the building, the floor had collapsed. Through the basement and into the sub-basement. There was a hole, about 20 feet deep, maybe 10 feet across and double that wide. The hole was lined with more webbing. We flew the drone down and found hundreds of, maybe thousands of eggs, each the size of a marble. Oh, eggs, what? Oh shit, it's a mama! It's a mama spider! The drone take meteorological readings. Atmospheric? Why? You wanna try to hatch the ones we collected, dog? I'm sorry, Captain. I'm not averse to... Yeah, I know. Forget I asked. I think it did. I'll send you the data. Is that when you issued the order to enter? That's right. Not a mama! Big mama spider. This is the same spider that like Harry and Ron found in the second movie. That's right. After we located the clutch, we flew the drone up to the factory ceiling and set it to patrol. Scanned with all hardware. Still no contact with the skip, but I gave the order to go in anyway. Flamethrowers on point. It was unlikely the eggs were going to hatch that minute, but I couldn't afford to risk. For all I knew, some had hatched already. That's when we heard it. Pain, but no question what it was. What did you hear? Singing. Damn thing was singing. Ugh. Like almost like Freddy Krueger. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock that door. But like, you hear that in the forest. It's this fucking giant spider singing that. Okay. Now we have another thing here. I don't love that. Communication test 16195-07E. Attempt at communication conducted by researcher Isaac the Phobia cell intercom system. Begin log 21 o'clock EST 7/13/2016. SCP-2657 is scratching the bottom of the cell door with its tarsus as it vocally imitates a Felis catus domestic cat. I like spiders, but I don't like them singing to me. I mean, I feel like any animal that's not supposed to sing to you would be kind of weird. Like a raven or a parrot, you'd be like, okay, learn that. Like, it imitates the sound because birds fucking do that. But like, if a fucking horse came up to you and started be like, just singing like, oh. I forgot how the lyrics go. Fuck. A wondrous time, right? Wondrous, is that what it say? Wondrous time song. Not the Taylor Swift song, the fucking I forgot how it goes. I'm also fucking tired, so please do not judge my singing voice and lyrics memorization right now. I'm not in top form. But yeah, if a horse just came up to you, was like started singing, you'd be like, am I high? Dude, the way my soul would leave my body. Yeah, exactly. The horse is coming up to you. I'm a lonesome cowboy. And you're like, huh? You would probably like tap the horse down trying to see if there's like any radios attached to it. Okay. Move away from the door, please. And you stayed lonesome because bye. Move away from the door, please. Please. Wait. Please. Help. I'm Dr. Defoe. William Defoe. Of course not. But it would be funny. And I'm going to help you. But in order to do that, I need your cooperation. Do you understand? SCP-2657 approaches and locates speaker and ceiling. Please. Can you tell me your name? Please. I hurt my leg. Help me. Oh. It's like trying to like doing the whole like luring, like the whole like distress thing. SCP-2657 climbs the wall and inspects the speaker, probing it with his pedipalps. Your leg is hurt. I can take a look at it for you, but I'm going to need you to do something for me. What's your name? My name's Rachel. Oh, okay. It's supposed to be like a child, right? So let me. My name's Rachel. What's yours? Rachel. My name is. You can call me Isaac. My name is Isaac. It's very nice to meet you, Rachel. Can you say Isaac? No. You come over here, silly. So yeah, no, don't pull at my heartstrings. I'm a soft. It's not pulling at your heartstrings, girl. It's literally trying to lure you in. It's literally doing what it's been doing this whole time. It's been like, I'm a small little girl. I'm in trouble. But how about you come closer? Come, let me have a look at you. It's doing the whole like grandma wolf thing. Like, come closer so I can have a. So I can have a look at my darling granddaughter. Oh, grandma, what big teeth you have. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cooked. Yeah, you'll be cooked. It's not even like imitating to be a person right now. It's just a general spider. Rachel, can you say Isaac? Count of 10. Numbers 1, 2, 3. You know what comes next? My name's Rachel. I hurt my leg. Help, mommy, please. I'm going to help you, but I need you to answer some questions first. Can you count to 10, Rachel? Numbers 1, 2, 3. You know what comes next? Hurt my leg. Please come here. Help. I'm trying to help. Grab some keystones on your way back. Where are you? Singing. While the sun is bright, or in the darkest night. Rachel? That's a pretty name. Who gave that to you? Who gave that name? Did your mommy give it to you, Rachel? SCP-2657 paces around the speaker. Mommy, Rachel, this isn't real. You want to play? SCP-2657 rears up and stomps its front two legs on the speaker. I'm trying to help you, Rachel, but you've got to talk to me. Tell me how I can help you, please. Twisted my foot on a Friday hop back in Boston. Hurt my leg. Come here, please. Get away from me. Mommy. So SCP-2657 destroys the intercom speaker with a pneumatic foot thrust. Its claw passing through the speaker and puncturing the cell wall to a depth of 5 centimeters. I believe it does say here. Yeah, because Isaac is talking through the through the intercom thing. So the spider was like looking at it and was like, what the fuck is this? He's like, hey, how about you come here, come closer. Me, cooked. You absolutely be cooked, yeah. Because as the song says down below me, you will be a believer. You'll be like, oh, little girl, here I come. SCP-2657 lacks the ability to verbally communicate. Although SCP-2657 has displayed a vocabulary of over 500 words in the English language, it is an imitation of speech. The subject cannot respond to simple questions or engage in conversation with any degree of accuracy. Initial positive responses in testing have since been dismissed as echolalia. The mimic cry is comparable to a talking bird, such as the African grey parrot, and seems to have developed as a hunting strategy. The frequency of certain words and phrases such as please and help me may have a high occurrence rate than others due to past successes in predation. Oh my god, you'd be so dead. You'd be screwed, girl. And in the meantime, I'm over here like, oh, I don't trust this. Guys, just slowly walk away. Just slowly walk away. Oh wait, if it communicates with echolalia, I'd be like, it's like my autistic kids. I can help you. See, you'd still be screwed. You'll be like, oh, let me help you. Let me help you, big spider that wants to eat me. And the spider is just constantly like, help, help. It probably doesn't even have like fluctuation in the way it says things. It probably would be like, my name is Rachel, help. Broken leg, my name is Rachel, help. May as well abandon me, absolutely. I'd be like, I would see you run off and I'd be like, well, there she goes. It is a shame. Well, that's a spider that a spider like feasts upon her and digests her. I can run away. I will use my running legs and just leave. So now, I'm not gonna have this in the video because I already had this in a different. Although it's been a while since I had this in the video, so maybe people won't. Not only other people will hear this. But I watched a TikTok, right? And it was a TikTok of a guy who has like giant. I use they them pronouns. I did see that, and I'm trying to be careful with that. Pardon me if I slip up. I try to be cautious about that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the TikTok was like, it's a guy who has giant red flags and like, you know, runs like watches all the TikToks and runs around saying how much of a red flag it is or how much of a green flag it is. And for the Halloween season for October, he had like an orange flag. Yeah, you know, I have the feeling you know which guy I'm talking about. And he was talking about a scary story that apparently happened, where like two people were in the forest camping, and they made a dare where they said like, oh, let's see how far we can go into the forest without our flashlights active. They still had the flashlights with them, it's just they never activated. And as they were walking, they heard like some rustling sound behind them, and even like some whispering. And then like they turned the flashlights on, looked around, didn't see anything, called out like, who's there, hello, no response. Turned the flashlights back off, continued with her dare. They heard the sounds again, turned it on again, and then turned around, and then a woman was like slowly crawling out of the bushes, and like came towards them, stood up, came towards them, was saying like, oh, I'm lost. And she looked really disheveled, like disheveled, like dirty and all that stuff, saying like, oh, I'm lost, where's the nearest campsite? And those two guys ran away back to their camp, to their tents, and just didn't leave. And a lot of comments in that video are saying like, oh, like I feel bad for her, like what if she was like not well, or what if she was in danger? And I commented on one of those things saying like, you guys are a lot better than me, because I would not think any of that. And people are like, yeah, but like you never know. Like, what if she was attacked? And I'm like, okay, let's just hypothetically say she was attacked or taken to that forest. There are a lot of things that don't add up. First of all, if she was attacked and was afraid that the attackers were around, because that's another counter argument that somebody gave to me, like, oh, she was being quiet in case she was like trying to hide. So I was like, if she was attacked and is trying to hide away, then why the hell did she follow two people crawling while whispering? You know what I mean? And if they like turn the flashlights on and go around like, hello? Anybody there? Why didn't she say something then? If she wasn't attacked, why didn't she say something at that moment? The first moment when they stopped and looked around. Why did she wait for the second time? So that's why I argued in the TikTok comment section. I was like, you all can think like, oh, she's a poor person that was like either attacked or like lost. But I'm like, I was like, no. If that was the case, she should have like called out the moment like those two dudes like walked into the forest. Like the moment she hears like footsteps, she should be like, hello? And then be like, they like turn the flashlights on like, yes, hello? Anybody there? And then it's like, oh, thank God. Listen, I've been lost for a while. Where's the nearest campsite? Like, why the fucking like, you know what I mean? What was that all about? So yeah, at the end I was like, no, you all can be your social justice warrior in the comments as much as you want to be. That is not trustworthy. I don't trust that shit. I'm glad you're on the same page as I am, because like I saw that and I was like, my first thought would not be, oh, I hope she seems to be in trouble. My first thought would be like, why the fuck did you follow us? Oh my, hey, welcome to Fluff. Thanks for the raid, E5DX. Thank you so much. Welcome people. I'm not sure if I... Goddamn. We just talk about some stories about like people being followed in the forest, and how like some people think like the person that followed them was actually in trouble, and I was like, don't trust that. But welcome. This is awesome. Right now I'm just gonna mute myself real quick because I'm gonna find out who the next author is for the next SCP. We only have 2 more to go, so sadly we're almost done with the stream. But hey, enjoy. Ooh, I love that Mario and Luigi emoji you guys got there. But yeah, you just enjoy and chat along. I'll be right back.